And so, midweek, or just a few days ago this week, the news coming through from Dubai Duty Free that after 55 years in the travel and retail industry, 41 at the helm of Dubai Duty Free, Colin McLoughlin, Executive Vice Chairman and CEO, announced that he is stepping down from his role at the end of this month. He has quite simply been the driving force behind Dubai Duty Free's rise to become the single largest duty-free operation, not just here in the region, anywhere in the world, and will maintain an advisory role. He will attend sponsored sporting events, of course he will, and he will remain as chairman of the Dubai Duty Free Foundation. It is an honour and a privilege and a pleasure to welcome Colm into the studio. I'm not going to say one final time, because that door is always open for Colin McLoughlin, but to talk to us about what must have been a very personal decision for him, Breeder, and the rest of the McLoughlin clan. Colin, welcome back to the Business Breakfast.
Good morning, and thank you very much for inviting me. I'm happy to be here.
We were talking about this the other day. For the last, I don't know how many years, Richard Dean has been going down to ATM and he's been grilling Sheikh Ahmed or, of course, Sir Tim Clark about when Sir Tim's going to step down from his role. And then we thought, we've never asked Colin when he's going to step down, because we thought it was as a fait accompli that would continue forever. How difficult a decision was this for you and the family?
Well, when you say Richard was going and inquiring, he started at the younger people. He was leaving us oldies until last. It's a difficult decision. I've enjoyed very, very much all the years I've been in the duty-free business. And I started that, and you didn't ask me, but I started that in the 1st of June, 1969. I was a manager. I was the deputy manager of Woolworths store in Oxford Street at the time. I was on holiday in Ireland, and I heard about this Shannon Duty Free and the start of it, and I saw an advert. I went for an interview, and I was offered a position there, and I decided to go back home to Ireland and to go to duty free.
It's funny you should say that, because I've got a document in front of me at the moment, dated the 1st of June 1969, Shannon Airport Sales and Catering Services at the top of it. And it says this: it's been decided to appoint Mr. Colin McLoughlin as Special Assistant to Mr. W.P. Maloney, the General Manager, Freeport Shop, effective of the 1st June 1969. 7 years experience in managerial capacities in large department stores in Great Britain. That's where it all started.
That's where it all started, indeed. And Bill Maloney had been the boss of the duty free at Shannon for many years. And I had an interview with him. And I had an interview with the big boss of Shannon Airport at the time. His name was J.G. Ryan. And he said to me, we like interviewing you, but you're a little bit young for a position like this. And I didn't mean in any way to be offensive to him. But I said, that's no problem, Mr. Ryan, because in my position at the moment, I have many people reporting to me who are nearly as old as you are. And I didn't by any mean to be rough. And we had a good laugh together. And then I started there on the 1st of June.
I love just the reading down that Shannon document in front of me. The final paragraph is so indicative of what you've given, not just to Shannon, but to Dubai Duty Free, to your career throughout. It is confidently expected that both staff and management will give every assistance to Mr. McLoughlin in carrying out his duties. Staff has always been important to you. The team has been important.
Absolutely, and I wish I'd seen that document before. I'd have been ready for this question, and I'd love to see a copy, but I've not seen it, ever. The duty-free industry in the world started at Shannon Airport. There was a gentleman called Brendan O'Regan, and he got permission from the Irish government to sell products to people without charging tax. And Shannon Airport was used that time quite a lot by the American Airlines because it was the first available stop after leaving America. And that's where it all started. And the business in that first full year, 1947, was $10,000 in total. The business in the duty-free industry around the world now this year is expected to be $95 billion. And in the early days, many other airports came to Shannon to see what it meant and had discussions and went back to their own countries and started.
So with that in mind, can I ask you the why Dubai question? Because with all the success, the excitement, the setup over in Shannon as well, you'd been headhunted, you'd been brought over. It must have taken an extraordinary leap of faith from you to come to a part of the world that was developing at the time to set up duty-free. Why Dubai?
What happened was Dubai Airport were looking at expansion. Mohideen bin Hindi was in charge of the airport at the time. And in the investigations, they heard that the duty-free industry started at Shannon Airport in Ireland. So they came and visited Shannon Airport. And the start of the duty-free at Dubai was they did a contract with the Irish Airport Authority. A team of 10 people came here in 1983 for a 6-month term to set up a duty-free business. And I was one of that 10 team. And that's how it all started.
We look back on the 41 years. We look back on the extraordinary sales figures you've achieved. We look back on the growth of the brand, the sponsorship and the growth of sporting and cultural events here and globally as well. Difficult question, but that's what exit interviews are all about. Can you put what's the proudest legacy you leave behind with Dubai Duty Free?
Well, I think the thing to be most proud about is that it's the single largest duty-free operation at a single airport in the world. There are companies in the duty-free industry that have concessions at various airports, and they are bigger companies. But as a single airport, Dubai Duty Free is the largest, and that's a very good feeling. During the tenure of Dubai Duty Free, which, as you know, is nearly 41 years now, Dubai Duty Free has received 780 awards from various areas, various organisations saying that we're good at this, we're good at that, we're the best in the world, we're number one in the world. And it continues to be successful. It's a very good feeling that we created a foundation in 2004 and we have helped hundreds and hundreds of people in various charities in 38 different countries around the world. That's a nice feeling to have, and it's got the full support of my chairman, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed. So leaving the foundation in a working condition, leaving the airport, leaving the duty free as the biggest in the world, leaving all the staff over there. We have staff from 57 different countries. Right now we have 5,700 staff working for us. And to see their progress and their effort and their ability to do things is very, very nice. I have a great feeling about it.
Listen, we've got so much more to talk about. You've been kind enough to agree to stick around. This is not goodbye as well, but we do have a little token of our thanks from all the team at Dubai Eye and, of course, ARN. We will continue the conversation, but anyone looking in on the TV now will see there is a little delivery coming in. I hope you've taken your hay fever tablets today, Colin, because this is from all the team down here for you, okay? Feel free to pass them on to Breeder or, of course, the rest of the team. But a little token of our thanks for all the extraordinary achievements.
Well, this is the most beautiful bouquet of flowers I've ever seen.
A beautiful bouquet of flowers from all the team at Dubai Eye.
All in pure white.
We will pure white throughout. Dubai Duty Free Executive Vice Chairman, CEO Colm McLoughlin announcing midweek that he will be stepping down from his current role at the end of this month after 55 years in the business, 41 years of leadership in Dubai Duty Free. Colm has joined us live here on the Business Breakfast this morning, and as he has done numerous times during his career. We just put to him a few minutes ago, asking him what he's most proud of. Was it the billions of dollars of revenue down the years? Was it the hundreds of accolades? Was it the building of the brand and the alignment with a number of major sporting events? He said it was down to all that he's achieved in passing on. We might challenge that because we think one of the greatest achievements surely has to be this. Still the vision. Deanie.
Where did that song come from, Colin McLoughlin, the theme of Dubai Duty Free from several years ago now?
I don't want to sound in any way sensible, but I wrote that song.
Good Lord.
And we just had this brand of Fly by Dubai. We liked it. So we put the words together and we had it recorded. And I cannot pretend for a minute that it got to number one in the charts. But it was just a nice promotional thing for Dubai Duty Free. And we have a budget that we spend a certain percentage of our top line on marketing and promotion and sponsorship every year. And that helped us achieve what we think has been fairly successful.
And of course, Fly by Dubai, the title of a book as well about Fly Dubai. And earlier on this year at the Lit Fest, the biography of Colin McLoughlin was launched as well, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. There's a gentleman in Dubai called Graham Wilson, who has his own company here. He's written many, many books. He's apparently done a book of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed. He's done a book for His Highness Sheikh Mohammed in Abu Dhabi. He has done books for 7 presidents of countries around the world. And he came to me with this idea that he would like to do it. And I said, fine, go ahead. And it was launched at this year's festival, which is only a couple of months ago. I have read it. I like it.
It's called A Life Well Spent. It's available in all good bookstores and, of course, at Dubai Duty Free. Loads of messages coming in. You've got one from Terry saying... Colm is, as we say in Ireland, some man for one, man forever, a legend and a gentleman. Thanks very much indeed, Terry. Laura writes in saying, I have never cleared my schedule to stay in the car to listen to a radio interview until today's interview with Colm. It's going to be available online as well, not only to listen to, but to watch as well, including when we presented him with the flowers a while ago. Colm, you've built Dubai Duty Free, but you've also, for my money, helped to put Dubai on the map internationally, partly through your association with sport. Dubai Duty Free sponsoring a number of sporting events, the tennis here in Dubai, but further afield, Dubai Duty Free and horse racing. Have a listen to this. This is 5 years ago, 2019, the Irish Derby. This is the winner crossing the finish line, and the name of Dubai Duty Free is all over it.
It's Sovereign and Pori Beggy, and Steve Van Dyke has moved into second place, but it is Sovereign and Pori Beggy as they run to the finish has won the Dubai Duty Free Irish Derby. It's a surprise.
When you make it in those marketing decisions to sponsor a sporting event, to what extent are you promoting Dubai Duty Free as a business, and to what extent are you conscious that you've been building brand Dubai as well?
Well, our job, of course, was promoting Dubai. And as we progressed, we discovered that it was having a very good effect on Dubai. And we have used that in media coverage and in so much as we can. And there are many things we have sponsored, like we sponsor horse racing in Newbury in England, and we've been doing that for 28 years. And what was a very good thing was several years ago at our tennis, we had an assessment done after the tournament of the value of our tennis tournament to Dubai. And we were told that time if we had to buy that media coverage, it would have cost us $1.3 billion US. And that gave us a very positive attitude, and we continue to enhance and expand in whatever way we could, sporting activities and other activities. We saw it very much as promoting Dubai rather than just Dubai Duty Free.
Well, let's talk about the future of duty free. We were speaking with Sheikh Ahmed this week, your friend and your boss. And much as we love Dubai Duty Free, he's sending in the bulldozers. He's going to knock the whole thing down in 10 years because they're moving the airport up to Al Maktoum. And of course, with that will come the next phase of Dubai Duty Free. Maybe none of us are going to be around to see it. But what does duty free look like for the next 40 years? You literally invented the industry at Shannon Airport in Ireland in the 60s and 70s. What's it going to look through to the 2060s and 2070s?
I think when the new airport is open, Dubai Duty Free will have something like maybe 100,000 square metres of retail space there. I expect the business at that time to be almost double than what it is now. And we currently have 5,700 staff. We'll probably have 10,000 staff working for us. And, since we started the duty-free, I know it's 40 years ago, but we've had sales of 112 billion dirhams. We had sales last year of our biggest year ever. We had just 2.6 billion dirham sales, and we expect that to be about 10 billion dirhams by 10 years' time. We expect to employ about 10,000 people, and as I say, we expect to have about 100,000 square meters of retail space at the new airport. And I think the development of the new airport is perfect for Dubai. It's going to increase, the population has increased, the visitors have increased, and that's all positive for the economy of Dubai.
Before we let you go, what are you going to do next? We know you're sticking around, involvement in sport in the foundation, but you are retiring from the day job, the chief executive role. What are you and your good lady wife, Breda, who's been at your side for all of this journey, what's next?
Well, what's next is I had spinal surgery a couple of months ago, and I'm waiting for that to get better so I go back to playing a little bit of golf. I used to play a lot of squash years ago. I have no intention of going back playing squash at this stage of my life. I see Dubai very much as my main residence. Our son lives in Dubai, and we have a cruise planned with him and his wife. We're going from Vancouver to Alaska as our first retirement venture, and I hope to have more and more of that as time goes on.
Well, we wish you all the very best with that. Messages still coming in, Tom. You can read them, can't you? Tear-jerking stuff.
The messages coming in thick and thin. Orla, thank you very much indeed. Congratulations, Colin, on your retirement, for everything you have achieved. Too much to put in words. You are a legend and an absolute gentleman who is very much loved. The Irish community are incredibly proud of you, wishing you many years of health and happiness. Orla, Brendan and the team. Cahal says, on behalf of all the captains and players, past and present, a massive thank you to Colm from all at the Dubai Irish Golf Society. Thank you very much indeed from Cahal Altman. Just two of numerous messages coming in.
It's very flattering, and of course I attribute all of them, not to me, but to our whole team at Dubai Duty Free, and to Breda and everybody else that's been involved in my life.
Colm, to the next chapter. All the best from all the team down here at the Business Breakfast. Thanks for being such a stalwart in sport. In fact, you've got more time in your hands. Come in and be a regular every week, can't you now?
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much, and thanks for all the support over the years. Channel 103 has been terrific for me and for Dubai Duty Free, and I'm very grateful for that.
We can't put it into words, but Van Morrison can. Colm McLoughlin, thank you for everything you've done. Goodbye.
God bless you. Thank you, Matt.
Dubai Eye 103.8.
Join the conversation.